It is cold. Hi, everybody. We're just getting started with this winter wallop we have coming this week. Gonna have a lot going on in the weather over the next couple of days. Probably gonna be chasing a couple days this week. I would expect probably Tuesday for one. We'll see what else for later in the week, but I think Tuesday we'll be out chasing. Maybe tomorrow. Who knows? Hi, Jazz. Good to see ya. It is cold. And it's just getting started. It's still pretty warm in comparison to what we're going to have coming up later on this week. So we'll see what happens. But we're going to take a little drive. I know lake effect snow is beginning across portions of St. Joseph County, starting to cover the roadways here. So we're going to do a quick road update and also get a little check on the temperatures. It's going to be quite a cold next couple days. So happy Sunday to you all. Let's hit the road. This is Sturgis, Michigan right now, by the way. That's where we are. Currently, my temperature graph says 20 degrees. I'm guessing it's colder than that. My car's just getting started here. But again, this Arctic air mass is being split into two over the North Pole. We have a cold air mass going on the other side of the globe, and then we have a cold air mass coming on our side, which is why we're seeing the Arctic wallop. Every county in Michigan has a cold weather alert starting tonight. Hence, we are going to be dealing with some pretty brutal cold. Yeah, basically every county in Michigan has a cold weather advisory. Quite a few counties across Indiana and Ohio. I believe all of Ohio might have cold weather advisories as well, given the fact that this polar air mass is dipping down into that region too. I remember back in 2019 when we had a pretty intense Arctic outbreak over portions of Cedarville, the 2019 of January. Or maybe it was 2018. It was one of those years. But all I know is that it was very cold. So the temperature, the wind chills that year got down to negative 35, which is not like what we have coming here this time, but still negative 25 is pretty significant in terms of cold air. So definitely going to want to practice safety. Have gloves, which I don't have on right now, but obviously having gloves. Get some hand warmers. Electric hand warmers also come in handy too. Make sure to start your car and keep your car started frequently, because cold air can really inhibit your car's ability to start and things like in conditions like these. And if you must travel, which again, if you're in those lake effect areas, which are going to see quite a bit of snow, definitely not recommended. But those places, again, you're going to want to have some stuff to keep warm in your vehicle as well as the lake effect snow begins to intensify across portions of southwest Michigan. So, lots of stuff coming. You can see this. It's up pretty light, but the roads are starting to become snow covered. Luckily, this will probably remain pretty powdery too, mainly because of how cold the air is. The colder the air is, the powdery the snow is. But as it gradually gets colder, and if the roads get just wet, then you'll start to see that flash freeze and the ice over on the surface of the roadways, and that'll cause some problems too. Yep, these roads got some ice on them here in Sturgis. Prepare to cook or freeze, depending on your point of view. Alaska's going to be warmer than Michigan this week. That's wild. Walkerton, Indiana, you guys going to be facing the cold too. I think everyone in the Great Lakes region is going to get a taste of it. I think everyone in the United States, quite frankly. Basically, everyone that's avoiding this is the California coast. The only place that's really avoiding us is the West Coast. Everyone else is going to get slammed with this. So, brace for impact. But yeah, the snow bands are starting to get concentrated a bit more heavy across this area. We're en route to Mendon. This is a dead spot coming up, so gotta bear with me here. Again, travel will be significantly impacted mainly by, again, this snow here. As it accumulates, it's going to be very powdery, very easy to move around type of snow. Meaning that if you get a small gust of wind, blowing snow is going to be a pretty hefty concern. Knocking down visibilities, and then also, not to mention just any of the roads that were already wet, or they have snow that kind of melts on it because of the salt on the roads, freezes over again once it gets cold enough. We'll have some icy spots in the roads. You're going to want to be careful. It's a very powdery snow. It's not sticking to my windshield here. Visibility kind of knocked down here. Goodness. Yep. He's reaching all the way to St. Joe County. Whew. Definitely looks like a winter scene out here, that's for sure. This area, probably see maybe 2 to 4 inches of snow. I don't know, Sturgis kind of tend to avoid those heavier lake effect snow totals, but 21 head bobs, all right, but we're back now, good. Kind of like, I love that cat. So again, those of you that had just jumped on here, brace yourself. There's going to be a lot of chasing this week on tap, especially if, you know, things shut down around here, which I think is going to happen. But first off, we'll probably start by hitting up the lakeshore after the freezing spray does its work on the lighthouses. We'll take a little bit of a tour of those. Probably Tuesday, and then Thursday may go back there once again. Tuesday the lake effect snow will be continuing again, so Thursday though it looks like things will start to warm up and the skies might clear out a little bit. So yeah, I've heard a lot of stuff about the blizzard of 78. Never experienced it, but I've always wondered what it'd be like if you got a blizzard of 78 and then you'd start digging tunnels through the snow. That would be fun. All right, so we've left that lake effect band. Arctic air. You gotta love it. Everyone's getting ready. Tonight is when it begins. We start to see those wind chills drop sub-freezing. Actually, not sub-freezing, sub-zero, I should say. Once we get to sub-zero, the wind chills could drop as low as 25 below zero in some spots. If you're in the Upper Peninsula, you're going to get in a good chunk of wind chill and snow. A bit of both. Real winter. Oh wow, I can imagine, especially with the stories from the blizzard 78 right by the lakeshore. That would be wild. And we're cruising on M60 northbound, M66 northbound, towards Mendon. Sturgis is seeing some lake effect snow. Again, a lot of places, there'll be a lot of lake effect snow widespread. The west of 131 is probably going to pick up a good chunk of lake effect snow. Hello from Arkansas. This time last week, there was 7 inches of snow on the ground. And it was 62 degrees on Wednesday. Goodness gracious. Yeah, You guys are kind of getting rocked around with these temperature swings. Yeah, Richard, I mean, you could attempt to grill outside. That's kind of a cool thought. Try to grill a burger in this kind of temperatures. Your on the grill forecast is you're cooked. Hey, you never know until you try, right? Could try and grill outside. Kind of see some clearing happening up here. North of GR is the best place to do it, you could imagine. It is a cold day. My temperature reader says 18 degrees. It's been going down this morning. It kind of stayed at 18, at least today, so far. Probably be changing a lot. Again, those of you that are we're just live on this route out northbound M60. You can see it's not snowing here as of yet. You can see the lake effect snow band probably forming right up here. There's multiple that are all across St. Joseph County right now, and they're going to continue to shift gradually northward and then turn to a westward motion, meaning that the lake effect snow bands will probably spread rapidly inland further, creating more of a widespread snow event over the initial 2 counties on the western side of Michigan. Spanning probably from Grand Rapids down towards just south of Kalamazoo area. So we're going to be dealing with some pretty decent snow totals, probably exceeding 4 inches in quite a few spots. In addition to the Arctic cold that's coming in with potential for 25 below zero wind chills. Yeah, you're going to get cold down in Arkansas there. I might be chasing in Arkansas second week of August. So, stay tuned. I may be coming your way just for a week. If there's a storm to chase. Already got a crew up down in Arkansas that's like, let's chase. It's kind of wild. Sun's back out. Be on vacation. No, the western side of Arkansas. That area has some good terrain to chase in. The soup's running good. I gotta put some air in the tires before this Arctic air hits. A little gustnado happened right there. Again, you got a northwest breeze. It's going to gradually shift westward. Going to see a shift in the winds from the northwest to westerlies, and those cold westerlies are going to just hover over the lake, triggering that lake effect snow. Lots of it's going to occur on the eastern side of Lake Erie, Lake Ontario area too. We're going to cover the Lake Michigan portion. PDS gustnado. Oh no! Oh no! Mendon, Michigan. Is the lake gonna freeze finally? Well, I'm gonna go find out this week. I'm gonna make my way over the lake at some point. It's to be determined though. But one thing's for certain, I'm not missing it. This is the coldest air we've had in at least 6 years. Gotta use it. I know that the lake temperatures right now, the surface lake temperatures are about just above 40 degrees, I believe. Probably that go down a little bit as this cold air passes through this week. Temperature's still going down. Whee!